Hello. Good afternoon. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see here. Hey, how's it going, Looper? How have the solo adventures been going? We got dumped on rain-wise. I fired up the grill to make some delicious steaks, and all of a sudden it started sprinkling. Me and Emma were outside. It started sprinkling a little bit, and then it just started like downpouring, like out of nowhere. So here we are, me, my wife, and Emma hanging out outside, totally soaked, because I had already started cooking the food, so I had to finish. Emma loved it. She had her umbrella, though. I was cheating. Ina had a rain jacket. I had my hat, which was a saving grace, but... Salmon and rice for dinner, nice. Like a cooked salmon or a smoked salmon? What are we talking about here? Probably cooked, just like a baked salmon. Oh, I think I might need some sculpting tools. We're going to be working on our anime character, since we had to do other things this morning. Things will kind of get shifted around a little bit. Air fryer. Ah, okay. That'll do it. It's essentially a convection oven. Air fryers, just mini convection oven. Nice. We had some T-bone steaks and some cottage cheese. And I usually have like I had guacamole with my steak. That's about it. Right, great for summertime. Probably gonna need the pasta machine. We have to sculpt a component of her shoe that we're gonna have to duplicate, so I'm looking for a piece of wood we can use to kind of create that on. Let me go hunt one down. She's got this little kind of like octagon buckle clasp. Hey, hey, thank you for the raid. Tine? Is it Tine or Tiny? Or something different? Tiny. Welcome. How was your stream? Like time with an N. Tine. Ah. Tine. How was your stream? Were you drawing perchance? If I had to guess. Okay, do we have everything? Clay glue. Okay. Coloring and illustration for a couple of weeks. Okay. What kind of genre are you in? Okay. Let's see here. This has got to be pretty small. That wasn't supposed to be straight, but that's okay. Okay. Yeoman. Yeoman. It reminds me of Age of Empires, I think. That term. Okay. I think we will zap that with the heat gun, and then we do the little, there's like a little detail on the top. There's technically a seam going around the edge too. We gotta do that first. Hey, what's up, James? Alright, now we heat gun that to preserve the shape. And then we can do the little emblem on the top without messing up the shape. All right. Add a dot of clay glue here. Cheers. Now I gotta try to put a real thin layer of clay on here and sculpt the emblem. Cheesing with Looper. I don't. Look, no one's ever gonna look at this project under a magnifying glass, so neither do I. If it's too small for someone to see it without a magnifying glass, it's too small. Too small to bother. Yeah. That'd be a great way to make my work that already takes long enough to do take even longer. We don't need that. Crazy ideas, Looper. I do have good eyesight, yes. Right. That'll do the trick there. Now we throw that in the oven. Give it a full bake. Well, actually, you know what? Let's just heat gun it. That way we can begin the duplication process. No. Oven's usually better because you get a nice, consistent, even bake. It's easy to overkill it with the heat gun. So now we're painting on this C1 separator. This is a barrier between this finished piece and the clay we're about to add. My beard is a creation also. It is. It is indeed. Very true. Yeah, the oven is the safest place to bake something because the heat is consistent. You know, it's the right temperature, it's consistent. The heat gun gets hotter than it should, or hotter than the clay bakes at. So you have to really keep it moving. Otherwise, you could really scorch or burn the material pretty quick.
Well met, loyal friend. You've made a real impact on the realm.
Hey.
Thank you for your contributions.
He's a man. Hey, thank you so much for being our first wisdom of the evening. I appreciate that. How you doing, Zaman? Thanks for the 1 year of support. I'll explain this liquid here after this wisdom. Blood. It's to open. This one's fighting me. There we go. Got it. Mistakes are not failures. They are opportunities to learn and grow. Keep moving forward fearlessly. You'll never see that, Adam. So now with that attitude, you won't. Not with that attitude. Oh, do you? I don't know about that. This is a character from the Batman series named Bane. All right, so that liquid I'm putting on there is the C1 separator. What that does is when it dries, it creates a barrier that I can smush clay onto this and it won't permanently stick. It'll come undone. So we're gonna use the heat gun to help this dry faster, and I'll show you what we're doing. Okay, so now we take some clay here. Yeah, we're essentially molding and casting this part, but without needing silicone or anything, we can just use this clay. That's right, yeah, because we need 8 of these pieces. So instead of sculpting it 8 times, we're just... Gloves are not needed. No, it's a non-toxic material. Very safe to handle and to use. I'm just gonna smush that on there. Gonna pinch it around. Now we will put this in the oven because we want this to be very properly cured. Because it's gonna take a lot of impact. Most of the clay would dry out your hand. Yeah, this clay is technically it's an oil-based clay, so it doesn't dry out the skin or nothing. It's like a modeling clay is oil-based. It just doesn't have the waxy feel. There. Alright, now this goes in the oven. Let's go do that, and we will work on we'll work on something else while that's cooking. I'll be right back. Yes, the clay does not dry through air. It has to be heated, and then a restructuring of the polymers happens, and it hardens into a hardened rubber material. But it requires heat for that to happen. So without the heat, it just stays moldable until we want it to be hardened. All right. So we are going to let that belt buckle finish, and we'll produce the belt buckles, but we're not going to work on that piece until we have all the buckles finished. So while that production's going on, we're going to switch and start working on Lizelle here. Belt buckles. I wonder, does she have those buckles anywhere else? I don't think so. Hey, what's up, Miss Mouse? Let's see here. Let me pull up my reference really quick. Lizelle. I want to do this armor plate here on this side. And then we do have to trim this down a little bit here. Carefully. Trim that down and retexture that. Yeah, it was just the understructure before I laid these belts down is not going the way I wanted it to. Makes it look weird. It was this little blob of clay I added before I added the belts. There we go. See, there it is right there. No, it's like a little dollop of clay I added to connect the sheet of belts to. Affected the shape too much. Alright. I'm gonna just add some clay glue, fill it back in, and match up the textures. Oops. Oh, it's rampantly growing. It's like a jungle back there right now. It's crazy. I try to get out there and tame it as much as I can in the mornings. It's growing really good. It's because we got tons of rain and lots of heat, so it's just perfect growing environment. I don't get deer here. It's probably too residential where I'm at for deer to really come in my area. I do have a friendly, big, chunky groundhog. It's the funniest thing. It's the funniest thing to see running away when me and Annie come outside. The way it runs, man, it's so funny. It's got so much chonkiness. Cracks me up every time. You would think it's like a beaver, but it's a groundhog. And I saw one of my kohlrabis with the halfway chewed through, so I imagine that's what he's been munching on.
Spare a coin for an old beggar.
Oh, gracious. How gracious of you, John. Thank you kindly, John. I appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, I always have heard that having deer is like the worst pest to have in the garden because they just kind of decimate and eat everything. I'm not sure what I would do. I guess I'd be eating some venison. Fair trade nature agreement. You eat my vegetables, I eat you. So, deer don't understand sustainable growing. That's unfortunate. Yes, daughter.
Would you condition this for me? And I'm sorry.
Yeah, I will condition it for you, and no problem.
No problem with what?
With you being upset at me. It's another way to say I forgive you. All right.
It's not my birthday. Why is this there?
I don't know. Probably fell from a shelf or something.
What, when it was my birthday?
Yeah. I was playing around with whatchamacallit, colored cosplay. She made a really cool fox sculpture.
I can show you.
She's gonna show you.
The rest,
The body's in the oven. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, check it out.
I made the head.
That's the head.
Yeah.
Got the eyes and the nose and the mouth and the ears. Cute character.
It is cute.
Just kidding.
Thanks.
Yep. Here, have your head.
No, you can protect it.
I can protect it? Alright.
Or you can also keep it when the whole thing is done if you want.
Maybe I'll just cut this head here off and then we'll put that there instead.
What?
No, you don't like that? Oh, okay.
You can if you want.
Fox Warrior. Yeah, it looks good. It's definitely one of our best creations yet. You know, understanding the layering and, you know, like irises and pupils and even the little white shine of the eyes is there. A little tuft of hair. She even put little like dark clay inside the mouth to make it darker in there. Very nice. Very well done.
The strength of the cnotbusch kingdom lies not in our walls, but in our people. March to war.
Why, hello, Blades. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. What do you stream there, Blades? I believe this is my first time being raided by you. What do you do? What do you do? You don't make blades by chance, do you? Why weren't you on the walls, Looper? It is. I believe we have Mike Disney in common. Yeah. Yeah, we do. Ah, yes. Mike Disney. Yes, yes, yes. This name does ring a bell. Yes. A legend. Travelers come through here and speak of this Mike Disney. Whispers of him on the winds. Yes. You're a mini painter. All right. Well, welcome in. I do custom sculptures. We do some painting here too. Not miniature though, normal size. Well, normal for me. Very big for you. We actually just painted this guy this morning here. This little goblin guy. I gotta turn the filters off. There we go. Yeah, it turned out good. We were testing out a new airbrush this morning. Got sent to us. I'm quite happy with the results. I can't wait to progress this more with the game plan I have. We have to make his hands and his feet next. The classes include the painting and the sculpting. It's a start to finish production. Here's another painted piece I got laying around here. This is a blue dragon for a larger project we got going on from the D&D realm. But tonight we're sculpting. We're doing sculpting Lizelle here from Baldur's Gate. Let's see. Oh. Filters. There we go. Okay. We have to do this piece of armor here. That's what's next. Well, they're staying up there permanently. That's the idea. Is that over time we're just kind of building a catalog or inventory of different tutorial classes. I'm very inspired by one of the things I actually taught myself to do when I was younger was how to use Blender, believe it or not. I was probably about, I don't even know, like 12, 13 years old. And Blender had just come out in beta. It was such a new thing. Well, on Blender's website, you were able to do all these follow-along tutorial projects. Just various projects where they just kind of step-by-step showed you how to do that project in particular. And I learned so much just by picking projects that I liked personally and just following along and just essentially recreating exactly what they did in the tutorial, and that really it really showed me that that's a really effective way to learn, is like project tutorials, start to finish. And I'd like to have, eventually someday we'll have that same thing. We'll just have this laundry list of all these different projects that people could pick from, pick the ones that they like. Because, it's really important, I think, when you're sculpting something, that it's something you personally are into, It helps you persevere through the tough parts if it's something you really like and you want to see finished. So many great donut tutorials for Blender fundamentals. Yeah, I just remember there was this one that was like, it was like a guitar, like a acoustic guitar, with like in a room with like ambient light, coming into the room, making it look really nice. And even doing like full blown animations, like I made an animation of a soda can getting smashed. Just a quick little skit, but man, I was pretty ahead of the game. I didn't stick with the digital stuff, but it was definitely fun while it lasted. It was such a short little phase, but I learned so much just by having that free tutorials available. And I want to make that available for everyone, but for polymer clay sculpting. If I had stuck with Blender, man, it would have been a whole different reality. Because that was back when Blender was like, it was so new and like janky, and the digital world hadn't quite taken off quite yet. It was still very much in the early stages. Thankfully, I was too young to see the potential and apply myself. Because if I would have done that, I might have never picked the clay back up. It is now new. It is not new anymore, but jankier than ever. Yeah, I bet. I remember the whole concept of building an object using like points that you connect together to make lines, and then you make planes, and then you make shapes. You know, I was like, it was such a weird. And then I remember when ZBrush was first coming out, and I was like, no, that's what I'm talking about. That's so much nicer. This idea of like geometrically building shapes, you know, instead of just smushing around a ball of material. You subscribe to my YouTube. Oh, thank you so much. Did you ding the bell and blow the whistle? Did you smash the like button? Or I mean, sorry, like the smash button? That's the one. Smashed it. No. Don't smash it. Like the smash button, please. Yes, thank you. Wouldn't it be funny if when you went to like a channel or something, you'd have to play like some sort of mini game that you'd have to like beat in order to actually like the channel? It would make a like have more meaning, wouldn't it? Like, wow, they really worked for that. Okay. Let's have those planes established, then we can cut out the edges. Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh yeah. I feel like that's one of those be careful what you wish for situations. All right, Miss Mouse. Hey, thanks for keeping the stream up. Yeah, Australia's been pretty radical with stuff like that. See, that's when things you talking like dystopian future film plot building going on over there. Here's the beginning. There'll never be a perfect system. That's the thing. Trying to create a perfect system in an imperfect world. Never gonna happen. Was it absolute power corrupts absolutely? That is the truth. Even if the intentions are good at the beginning, it will. You leave an apple on the counter, it will spoil eventually. Yeah, it's strange how that, yeah, it just, like I said, seems to be really bad in Australia, because the Australian people seem to be very free-spirited. That's always been interesting to me. But I don't know. I don't live there. I've known a few Aussies, but I don't live there. I have an Australian hat. Pure pouch. Made from kangaroo hide. Work hard, keep our lawns cut, and enjoy a beer afterward. while dodging all the poisonous creatures of the natural surrounding environment. You're like life is being threatened just by going to the bathroom. I never know when there's a poisonous snake or spider just lurking around the toilet. Just another day in Australia. Yeah. All right, now we gotta do this this trim here, this perimeter. Wait, what happened? We were talking about Australia and how overbearing their government has gotten. Garden's calling, all right. I was gonna do some garden work, but I ended up getting rained out. Oh, there we go. Oh no. Saved it. Right? Trim's looking good. Now we gotta do all the stuff in the middle. But first, I require more coffee. I'll be right back. All right. I pulled that little part out of the oven too. So we can begin production of the buckles. First we remove it. It's a little bit hot. There's the part. While this is still warm, we paint on the C1 separator. And we can let that dry. From there. I don't see it. Nope. Must be somewhere else. Aha. The ground, but of course. Oh, really? The sketch for Lizelle? I'm definitely getting close on this one. Yeah, I stream on YouTube, Kick, and Facebook, and Twitch, all simultaneously. Twitch is the biggest platform still, but there's a good little community on each one. Little group of people. Distant cnotbusch Kingdom members. Yeah. You know, I'm just realizing we're seeing a whole lot less Jones lately. Ever since he got that new position. Must be pretty rough. See what promotions gets you. Yeah. Oh, yes. There's this excellent video skit I seen. I don't know if you ever seen it, where it's like this guy, he like just graduated high school and he's like walking through this like kind of city park area, and there's this business guy with like a suit on, and he goes up to him and like essentially offers him a job to stand in this like square and not move from it, just stand there for 8 hours, not do anything. And he gets paid, you know, and everything's great, and he does it, and it just kind of like, it kind of goes through the whole like career and all the way to retirement age. And just, man, yeah, really puts a perspective on the old 9-to-5er grind. Crazy world we live in, that's for sure. The rat race, right? You know, everybody's got to find their own way, and there's just pros and cons to whatever way of life you choose, you know. It's easy to look at someone else's situation and see all the pros and weigh them against the cons you got in your own situation. Or to like have the 90% but missing the 10%. But then you see something over there that has the 10%. It seems like they have it all, you know, but really it's just the missing piece. So Yeah, everyone's just gotta figure it out for themselves. I just know for me, that's not for me. if I can avoid it, I certainly will. If I have to have it, I will until I don't anymore. But there's sacrifices for that. The way of life that I walk, totally sacrifices. You can't do retail. I did retail. I enjoyed it while I had it, but yeah, I never intended to stay, if that makes any sense. Actually, most of the time, all the jobs I had before I started working for myself, I would always do a good job. I'd always find some sort of joy in my work by being a hard worker. But it would always get to the point where I almost maximized the skill gain from that particular job. Where it starts to become the grind. Like you're not learning anything new, you're not sharpening anything you already know. And that's when I would drift and start looking for something else every time. It's usually around a year to 2 years. Sometimes some jobs maybe a little bit longer, but yeah, usually once you've kind of acquired all the skill gain, once you're no longer improving, then it's time to move on, honestly. Because no experience is bad experience. So get in, get the experience, move on. Yeah, it loses its I could say the same for games for me too. Once it becomes a grind and there's nothing new kind of coming in, then it's I start checking out, It's all right, on to the next thing. I think that's why I like sculpting so much, because it's an infinite void when it comes to stuff like that. I will grind the skill till I die and still not reach the end of it. I know it. Oh, I need a longer one. Yes.
I need the head.
Oh.
For the fox.
There you
You
are.
can look at it one more time.
Oh. Very nice. Orc army. I don't know. I need a Saruman to fund one. If you fund it, I will build it. Give me the means to do so, and I shall build you an army worthy of Mordor. Saruman. Oh. Not you. She hasn't hit her orc phase yet. Right now we're in dragon phases of dragons right now. But I'll let you know. I'll let you know when she hits her orc phase.
Could someone please direct me to the cnotbusch kingdom? Which direction is that?
That way is that. Keep walking. Hey, Fenrir, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits, my friend. Well, that's very surprising. Thank you for the generous tip, my friend. I hope you're doing well, Fenrir. Thank you very kindly.
Daddy, we need to put this on the body. You can show stream if you want.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, I see. We need to glue it, huh? Can you get some orange clay?
Orange?
Yeah, go get some orange so we can fill in the neck. That's her little fox character.
And that's for the special delivery.
All right, there you go. 5 years old. That's quite a creation for a 5-year-old. Looks like we got some super glue on there, but we're gonna go ahead and add some clay glue and actually fuse it together. Definitely ahead, more ahead than I was at 5 years old. I don't think I really even touched clay until 6. And this will have to be baked again. Oh, that's right. That's where you were. How was it? Okay. Go in the oven. Is this dry yet? It is dry. Oh, that's right. It was a work. It was a work, not a vacation. Really changed up my style. Yeah, you like it? I started getting into the fine art gallery world, and they seem to be more receptive to that style, and they pay a lot more. That piece is going for 20,000 starting bid. There we go. I can get baked. All right, back to work on this. Well, you got some production to make there, Clayton? Yeah, I really got to get back on track with that. I've been getting kind of lazy with my molding, my greebly making. What'll end up happening is there will come a time where I'll need greeblies and I won't have them, and then I'll have to take the time to make them. Oh no, that's all right. Maybe next time. Oh jeez. I don't know. Have we seen Looney? I don't think we've seen her tonight. Want to make my own entrance into the fine art world. No, Clayton, that's not how it works. You don't just want to do it, okay? It just has to happen. It chooses you. You don't choose it. And it did not choose you. You were not chosen. Look. You didn't see very many bananas duct taped to walls before that piece, right? They redefined the boundaries of art. Pioneers of their time. Expanding the collective conscious of humanity. A service to the people. Worth every penny.
Greetings, fellow adventurer. We've got everything you need to rest and refuel.
Hey. Hey, Philo. Thank you for the 6 months. I appreciate that. Let's get your wisdom here. Yo. Hey, thanks for sticking with me half a year. I appreciate it very much. Got stuck traveling for 2 days due to the storms. And we all know how dry airports and airplanes are. Oh, really? Just from the dry air? That sterilized, dry airplane air? Let's see what we got here for you, Philo. The greatest adventure lies not in conquering vast kingdoms, but in exploring the depths of one's own heart. There you go. There you go. Taming one's self. That's definitely a lifelong conquest. To tame oneself. Bear flippered brawl with sea turtle. You should see the sea turtle. So when we see these like fine art, ridiculous price point art pieces, we have to assume that it's like some form of money laundering, right? And if that's the case, do people that pursue this like lifestyle, are they just hoping that they are the next target of the, that they're just used to launder money? Is that what they're hoping for? Like, all right, maybe if I'm in the right place at the right time, they'll use my low effort artwork to launder their millions, to store their value. No, no, we're talking about that highly super expensive ridiculous art pieces in the fine art world, like invisible sculpture guy. Or banana duct taped to wall guy. Visible sculptures are non-fungible. That's a real thing. Isn't that crazy? Man. You can't just see that and then be like, oh man, the people that are buying that must just be uneducated. But that's definitely not the case. There's something afoot. Certainly. Nobody's being fooled. All right, deal, Fenrir. Let's make it happen. Well, not all of it's bad. There's a lot of good stuff for sure, but yeah, it's I'm talking about the like really extreme stuff. The real fine art gallery world is just a front for that, whatever's going on there. It's like it's the garbage truck. It's the garbage truck business front. Yeah, just running garbage trucks here. Nothing to see here, folks. Just a mom and pop garbage truck business. All right. Let's brush this with a little bit of alcohol. Hey, thank you. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I would totally do something either life size or 250,000. Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably. Or this is what we do. We buy a warehouse and we do a Warhammer 40K battle scene that fills the entirety of this warehouse. And that each figure is about this big right here. That's what we do. Like super detailed, all these little micro interactions happening throughout the and some sort of walking path through this facility. Then we open it up as like a museum or something. Yeah, what was, I want to say I looked up how much, God, what was it, not Simon Lee. Steve Wang. He has a team that makes those life-size statues for like BlizzCon and stuff like that. I want to say I actually figured out how much he charged for one of those. See if I can find it again. Okay, huh? 6-foot bronze statue can cost between 20 to 75,000 in the U.S. and Europe. But I think that is more expensive than a bronze. Yeah. Wait, what's the Roger Edbert statue? Not publicly disclosed. Estimates are based on 50 to 150,000. I can't even imagine how you would. It'd be very difficult to price. You have to be very careful with big stuff like that because you can totally miscalculate and end up really in the hole, you know. Well, excuse me. Sorry. Ah, okay. Yeah, you know, I grew lemongrass this year, so when I go back there, I'll grab a couple sprigs of lemongrass and mush it up in my hands and then just kind of rub it on my arms and stuff. That does a pretty good job. Keeps them away for a while. There's a Warhammer store near you that has an 8-foot Space Marine in the parking lot. Nice. Is it made out of like fiberglass or something? Believe Halo diorama. Alright, have I seen that? Let me see. Hold on. Believe Halo diorama. That's a YouTube thing. 12 to oh, bigger than my house. 1,200 square feet. Bats. I have bats in my area for sure. Believe diorama. Plan. I wonder if this is someone that just... I don't know if I found it. What's up, Blansky? Alright, okay. I'm trying to find it. It was a commercial and it had a massive diorama. I want to say, maybe I did see it. Okay, let's see. Believe campaign, Bungie. Oh, yeah. I think I did see that. Wait, okay. So this was... Let's see. This was actually a real diorama? Because that right there reads not... That's got to be green screened or something. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe not. Cotton balls with paint and light. Yeah. I thought I saw the little points of light moving. That's pretty cool. And stop motion. Nice. Do they have a making of? Halo 3 Believe campaign. Full interview. All right. 18 years ago. Nice. Yeah, it'd be cool to do something like that, but even more detailed. I'm gonna go get this in the oven, and we'll work on something else. I'll be right back. Okay. I think we're going to add next part on this guy. I just need to find the door. I saw it earlier. Where did it go? The door. Where's the door? All right, Miss Mouse. Catch you later. Ah, there it is. We need to get this more into its actual position. Yeah, right. I agree. All right, I'm gonna tack him in place with a dot of super glue. Oh, nice. The weld didn't hold. Let's make sure we get the right angle here. It's just an original character. Kind of portraying a leprechaun. Excuse me. Hey, thanks, Agony Prime. All right, sure. I'd love to make you something, my friend. You know where to find me when the time comes. And you have 2 deadlines to make it happen. My deadline and your deadline. One of them comes first. If one of those deadlines is hit, then it's not gonna happen. Time's up. Okay, let's see. I need a pen or a marker. Marker would be better. Earthbending but IRL, yeah. I think we might, now that I've glued him in, we might need to transfer him to a... Yeah, sure. Sure. We got time. Alright, why don't we sculpt in this arm and glove, then we remove him, transfer him to a bigger kind of back plate here, figure out how the door needs to be positioned, and then I want to sculpt kind of the trim around it. Okay. What do we do? Glove first. Some keys. Yeah, we could do that. Hey, thanks a lot, Dimitri. I appreciate you, man. Dimitri. All right. Got a lot of good memories in that game. I loved the aesthetic of that game. I want to say I reached out to that company to see if they'd want to work with me to bring. I've always wanted to sculpt the little game pieces, you know. That would definitely be a personal project if I would do something like that. You know, exactly how they are in the game, you know, like super detailed little heads with their little game piece bodies, you know. Yeah, it's a very niche game for art, not just the art style, but also like, you know, turn-based strategy. It's definitely not everybody's. Oh, did they? Menace. I didn't know that. It's got a similar vibe to it, or is it something completely different? They did sell the license for the Switch. What, like, for their game? Oh. I mean, the game Battle Brothers is done, right? Were you hoping they'd make like a second one or something? Oh, it's available on the Switch. Ah, cool. Oh, that'd be a good one to pick up for like my 8-hour flight to Germany. I just played Battle Brothers the whole time. Emma will want to play her Pokemon. I'm like, pipe down, kid. I'm trying to play Battle Brothers. Maybe the numbers weren't adding up. You never know. Just because you really like the game doesn't mean everybody does, Seb. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Could someone please direct me to the cnotbusch kingdom? Which direction is that?
Right that way, sir. Hey, I may not be able to give you $1 million, but there's more gratification. And an early thank you for the future commission. You're the only man I trust to sculpt a gift worth giving to a friend only found once in a lifetime. Hey, awesome, Fenrir. Yeah, we'll figure something out, you know? There's always a project to fit a budget, you know? We just have to hammer out those details, make something work. But yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the 2,000-bit tips tonight. I appreciate that very much. Thanks for supporting my work and my family. We are very thankful. Thank you. Legend has it, the clay field is made up of illiterate travelers that could never find their way to the kingdom, so they just settled there. Yeah, I'm curious to see what you got in mind there, Fenrir. Ah, I love that stuff. I always think that's a good idea that could be done way more. Combining likenesses with like fantasy or game characters. You know, what couple out there doesn't want to become a pair of orcs? You know what I mean? I would do it. I'd do it if I had the money. Likeness mixed with Warhammer? Okay. For, are we doing like a orc boy? or are we slapping his head into a space marine? My idea of having something similar to this piece as a key holder. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, totally. A Tyranid? It's a Tyranid, isn't it? Human likeness mixed with Tyranid. Marinus Calga. Sounds like a space marine. Let's see here. Oh yeah. That's a space marine boy. Marinus Calga. In the current chapter master of the Ultramarines, Space Marines chapter. Lord Defender of Great Ultramar. And the Lord of Macraig, capital world of the realm of Ultmar. Okay. Yeah, for sure. That would be cool. I mean, have you seen my my recent Warhammer piece? I just think I could do even better. Wow, he's a big boy. He's a big boy. Hey, down further. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Let's see. You go over to my website here. If you haven't seen it yet, you can go up to the gallery. Let's see here. It should be on here somewhere. Yeah, this one. Gabriel Angelo is fighting an orc boy. He looks like even bigger than Gabriel Angelos. That one got kind of put on the back burner for a while, and it wasn't completed on stream, so it was one of the off-stream pieces I finished. That's probably why you missed it. Here's that. Show you the scale. Glamour shots. I was quite happy with it. And then we did do. Wait. This is Space Marine here. You probably saw this one though. The piece we did for Logitech. Space Marine themed headphone stand. Those turned out nice. All right. I look forward to being able to do another Space Marine guy. Info at cnotbusch.com. I think if you do exclamation point contact or sales, should give it to you. Or if you just go to my website, there's a contact like forum or like form. All goes to the same place. So. Oh, yeah. Clayton, if you would, please. Excuse me, Clayton. Excuse me. Clayton. Wake up. Wake up. Fenrir just had a question for you, that's all. Urgent question. This doesn't look like Lizelle. Really? How rude. I thought I was doing pretty good, actually. Thank you very much. Thanks, Quinn. Hmm. Really? I appreciated the challenge of Lizelle. It's like the more she tried pushing me the way, the more I wanted to make her like me, because I don't know. It was like a challenge. Like, this one's unruly. I wanna make it like me. It took a while to catch on where I'd make a decision that I think Lizelle would like, but then she hates it. It's like, oh jeez. So hard to predict. She hated everything I picked. Yeah, that's how it felt at the beginning too for me. I feel like I started to catch on. I wasn't too big of a fan of Gale. He was alright. And Asterion died almost immediately in my playthrough. As soon as he tried like attacking, you know, at the very beginning when he tries attacking you, you can actually just kill him. That's what I ended up doing. He died very early, laying in a pool of his own blood. Stripped of all his belongings and sold to a vendor. I wasn't putting up with no vampire in my party. I only played the early release of Baldur's Gate 3. I really want to do a full playthrough. Just have to pick it back up again. I think I'd like to do a playthrough with my wife when I actually go to do the real playthrough. Well, the problem was the early release was out, and I like binged it. I like really just played every nook and cranny of the early release. And I kind of wish I didn't do that, because now it's full release and I'd like to start over, because it's just been so long since I played. You know, start fresh. But because of how thorough I was with the early release beginning area, it's like I have to get through that kind of content. I have to get through that area that I've already done, but not just breeze through it and miss a bunch of stuff, you know? So it's like I'm almost forced to do it all over again, you know? It's a hard hurdle to get over. Because I don't want to just like blitz through it and then miss things. But at the same time, I also don't want to meticulously go through the area. That's why I think if I included my wife and it's her first playthrough altogether, she could just kind of lead the charge and get me through that first area. It'll be a new dynamic that'll make it fun again, I think. It's on our list. Don't have enough gamer friends at age 44 to play co-op MMO online games. I mean, you can make them on the games. Thankfully, I have a built-in gamer buddy, because, you know, a lot of me and the missus' early relationship was formed playing games together. When she lived in Germany and I lived in the States, it was one of the few things we could actually do together, so. Tried. People act like I'm an incurable disease. Really? How come? Surely there's a group out there for you. There's a people for you somewhere. You just gotta find them. You don't need many, you just need one. I'm one of those people, I'm totally content with just playing games by myself. But I just don't have any time for solo gaming much, so. But but I can game if I'm gaming with Emma or with my wife. Because then it's gaming and spending time together, you know? Double whammy. Me and Emma have been playing Planet Coaster together. That's what we've been. It's been helping her learn kind of clicking accuracy and a little bit of level design. She does good. Once Emma gets good enough with a keyboard and mouse, I'd love to do a family, like Minecraft server or something. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Clayton. There's actually not that many. There's not really enough good co-op games available. You know, in the grand scheme of the gaming world. I do wish there was more. Certainly much more solo experiences. Ooh, that'd be a great one. The next Elder Scrolls game came out and had co-op. Oh, that'd be great. That would be nice. Someone was making a mod for co-op Skyrim. Ended up getting shut down though by Bethesda. Unfortunately. One of our favorite co-op experiences was we played Far Cry 5 together co-op. That was good. We looked into playing 6, but it just didn't look as good. We opted out. We decided not to. Skyrim with friends, yeah. I had a glimmer of hope that maybe they shut that one down because they intend to do something like that themselves. But we'll see. It remains to be seen. This, right? Well, it could be. Just gotta keep growing it, that's all. Growing it and grooming it. Just give it time, good friend. You will do it. Oh, nice. Well. Oh my goodness. No one will notice. Oh my goodness. You know, if it just evaporates when you throw something out the window, it just evaporates. You didn't know that? Just like in the game, just like in video games. It just evaporates in the clouds. That's what clouds are made out of. So whatever you're smelling is, it's just not that. It's just not how things work. Jeez. Them some courteous neighbors you got there, that's for sure. Did you take photos so you can send it to the rental people? Say, excuse me. Please, address this. What a bad spot to be in though, because, you know, just causes drama and tension between neighbors. But I mean, it was their actions that caused it. Not a fun situation, unfortunately. Right. Give that a brushing. What's this guy's backstory? He's just a leprechaun-esque character popping out of a door on the wall. It's a commission for a family member. They specifically requested that kind of concept just done in my own style. So that's about it. Hey, thanks for the raid, Sarah. Yeah. Sorry I didn't see that till just now. All right. Well, I'll get that tossed in the oven and lock that glove in, and then I can sculpt the sleeve with the collar, and then the character itself will be done, and we can do the doorway. Thought Twitch broke. Okay. Well, my good friends, it is time for me to get out of here, get some rest, recharge, for tomorrow is a new day. I'll be back on. Looks like Bane. Yeah, I could see it. I'll be back on tomorrow morning, and we'll be continuing. We had a sponsored airbrushing stream this morning, and we're doing our second of 2 tomorrow. So we'll be working with the craft airbrush setup that they hooked me up with. It's really nice. I really enjoyed using it today. We painted this head using pretty much only the airbrush, just a little bit of hand painting at the end. Let me show you. So let's turn the filters off so you can see the true colors. There we go. So yeah, we were able to paint this guy this morning. Fully painted him up. We can I like how he turned out. Yeah, it worked out really good. You could do !air to go check out that set. It's a good set. It really gives you everything you need for a good price, and it works really well. So I'll be using it tomorrow morning for working more on the Blue Dragon paint job. And yeah, soon to be the Ina Craft airbrush. Yeah. Well, we talked about it. I'll probably use it too, but it'll only be for color, and I'll use my other airbrush setup for like rougher jobs like doing, you know, varnishing and other random chaotic airbrush things, you know. Try and take good care of this one, keep it longer, you know. So far, I mean, it went really good, except for when I used pure white from Reaper Miniatures. I wonder if there's certain... I have this theory that there's certain colors that just, like, clog the airbrush a little easier. And when we used the white this morning, it seemed to give us a little bit of problems after that. So I'll get it nice and cleaned out for tomorrow, and see how we're doing after that. But before the white, we changed probably about 7 or 6 different kinds of colors, and it was smooth sailing the whole way. So no issues there. But yeah. Let's find someone to rate, and I'm going to get out of here. Thanks again for joining me, everybody. Thanks for the support. Fenrir, I appreciate it for the tips tonight. Thank you very much. Let's see here. First color I put in my first ever airbrush was red. Had so much trouble cleaning it. Yeah, you got to have a good solvents on hand, too, to really help you kind of keep it clean. I got like acetone for like heavy duty cleaning, isopropyl alcohol for, you know, it'll flush it out pretty good.
Spare a coin for an old beggar.
Good solvent. Hey, Fenrir, thank you for the 100 biddies on top at the end there. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay, who do we got here? No, let's go raid Mr. Creaturiste. He makes a lot of puppets, and he's very proficient with working with paper mache. Just does very unique. He's a character, but he does very unique work. And I always like throwing some people his way. So when we go check out Mr. Creaturiste, see what he's up to. He is a Creaturiste indeed. Oh wait, right there we go. All right. Until next time, friends. Bye-bye.